we haven't seen many occasions where a team has the opportunity to win a third Super Bowl in a row.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, the Packers, but the Packers fell off after their first 2 Super Bowl wins, and they'd won, 3 or 4 other championships before they even had a Super Bowl. The Steelers, they had injury to Terry Bradshaw, I believe, in 76 that kind of threw things off. The Dolphins, they had the sea of hands loss to the Raiders in the divisional round that derailed their chance to go back and win a third in a row. It's newsflash, not easy. No one's ever done it. It's hard enough to win 2 in a row. It had been nearly 20 years since anyone managed to do it back-to-back. This is the first time in a long time somebody's had the chance to do it, and you've got a team that is led by one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen, and they will be determined to do it. Going to the top of the mountain and going back and doing it again. How many times are we going to climb this damn mountain? It's the same mountain. You've got to find something somewhere, and it's easy. Nobody's ever won 3 in a row. That's their motivation. So you take the motivation, the confidence, the talent, the looseness, and everything that goes along with it. It's a dangerous combination. And as people are trying to figure out who the true contenders are, obviously the Chiefs are at the top of the list. Chiefs are the field. Chiefs are the field. I've been saying for the last 5 years, Chiefs are the field. Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs are the field.
I hear you.
Chiefs. Because I don't know who else in the field is going to be able to beat them on the field when it matters most.
Right. I think, they are motivated by the 3 in a row. That can separate you, right? I mean, they're motivated by the greatness and the traveling road show and the lights and Taylor Swift and all that anyways. They love it. That's what's so cool about them. It almost seems like they relish it. So that's what I know you and me both really like about them. But, yeah, this is something that, gosh, even if you don't get to 7 Super Bowls, you could sit here and go, well, no, hey, Tom, you never won 3 in a row. Nobody's done this. So these are little, whatever you want, pelts on the horse, pelt on the wall, whatever, where they're going to be able to go, hey, this is special only to us. And they've done a few things like that already. And what it feels like, too, Mike, not only with the motivation in that, and do they seem like they're a team on the mission because of it, right? It almost feels like we talk about this during the regular season sometimes. The team that doesn't play very good, they win the game. So, yay, we won the game. That's good. But the coach has lots of reasons to ride the team now, right? And get on them and go, we got to fix this. And that's what their whole year was last year. There's no way they came back to OTAs and training camp and they put on old film and teaching things, and they're going to sit there and those coaches are going to be like, we got to be better. They're almost going to have a green light on a Super Bowl team to put the hot poker next to everybody to go, we really weren't that good last year. We just got hot the last 3 weeks of the year and made it happen, and we're special that way. But this has got to be better. And I think that can add urgency to the team and the whole organization that way, because they know they didn't play their best, and the coaches can ride them that way.
The man who gave us the phrase upper quartile of the upper quartile said several years ago that true greatness in the NFL will not be displayed until somebody wins 3 Super Bowls in a row. So, Jim, get ready, Jim. And in 2019, before, his franchise quarterback unexpectedly decided he'd had enough, Irsay actually said out loud he wants to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. I mean, first you got to get 1, and they did with Peyton Manning back in 2006, but then you got to get 2, which is infinitely harder than 1, and now here comes the opportunity for 3. And in theory, 3 in a row is ridiculously impossible because it's never happened. But for the Chiefs, it's not about the last 2. It's just, let's go do what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Let's go do what we've been doing. And they're doing what they've been doing, and there is a quality about them, that quiet confidence that they believe they're going to do it again. And confidence is so important in this sport. It's so important in any sport. You have to believe that you're going to win. And all these other teams can talk about being Super Bowl contenders. Stephen Ross, the Dolphins owner, was saying that the Dolphins are a Super Bowl contender. It's fine to say it in August, but you got to prove it on the field. And you're going to have a moment where you come up against the Chiefs. Unless you get lucky and somebody else knocks them off, you're going to have to beat them at some point. You're going to have to face them down in a postseason game and beat them. And again, in all of his time as a starter from 2018 through 2023, the worst outcome for any season for Patrick Mahomes is losing in overtime in the AFC Championship. That's his floor. So good luck knocking him off.
Yeah, I mean they're special. He's special. They're not going to lay down for anything. I think you've said that. I think we've talked about it a lot, and the fact that we talk about their highlight plays and all the stuff we're talking about right now and how amazing it is. The bottom line is when times get tough, the Chiefs get tough. They get tougher than anybody. Oh, how are they going to stop Shanahan and McCaffrey and the 49ers? Oh, they did it. Oh, it's the greatest O-line we've ever seen with Jalen Hurts and the tush push. They stopped them and beat them. I mean, that's where they don't get enough praise for their grittiness, their toughness, their physicality to answer the bell no matter who's in front of them. That's where I got great respect for their versatility that way.
Well, they get started in just 17 days. We'll be there at Arrowhead Stadium. The Ravens come to town, and the Chiefs, having lost last year, raising the banner against the Detroit Lions, will be even more on guard for Lamar Jackson, John Harbaugh, Derrick Henry. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy crap, and company to come to Kansas City and try to send the Chiefs to 0-1 in a game that will have potentially significant ramifications to the final standings and maybe who gets the 1 seed or who doesn't, because tiebreaker goes to whichever team wins that game in 17 games. It almost doesn't seem fair because it's so far removed from the playoff push that one outcome from months earlier determines potentially whether a rematch ends up in Baltimore or Kansas City. But as we saw last year, it doesn't matter if the Chiefs have to go to Baltimore. For the first time in the Mahomes experience, they had to go on the road, not once but twice in the postseason, and they managed to win.
This is why they're doing it, Mike. This, to me, why they're doing everything you're talking about. They're going, wait, this could be it. It's the Ravens week 1. Oh, it's the Bengals week 2. These 2 games could be home field advantage, period. I think that's part of what they're doing here. And as it looks right now, yeah, I mean, I don't know if the other 2 teams are going to be quite as prepared and ready to go as the Chiefs will be. That's all I'm saying. We'll see where it goes, but I respect their approach in the preseason right now. That's for sure.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.